So Katelin, thanks for joining us today. I wanted to ask you a few questions about being a college student and being involved in Northstar. What first brought you to Northstar?
Connect 88 was probably the biggest thing that drew me in. I started coming the first week of my sophomore year, but you guys have like really good college ministry, so I got plugged in real fast.
So you're a senior now. This is your last semester. You're going to be graduating, going on to real life, getting married in October. Big stuff happening. But as a college student, what led you to continue coming to Northstar and then to decide to get involved?
So church is a really big part of my life. I think that's just been something that I've always felt called to go to. Like as a kid, I've always attended church, and so I became a member last year because I really wanted to commit myself to actually faithfully attending a church, because that was a really important aspect that I needed to do in order to be poured in so that I could pour out with other ministry, I guess.
So how's Northstar's motto of being the church? How has that influenced your life on campus as a college student?
Yeah, so I lead a crew Bible study, and being the church has been really important for me to be able to actually lead others and invite others to church. That gives me a reason to invite people, and also to just be a really good example of the church to girls that I lead.
Well, one of the reasons I wanted to visit with you today was that you, as a college students are strapped for cash a lot of times, don't have a lot of extra money, but through no fault of your own, I became aware that you're a consistent giver, both to Northstar's regular ministry fund and also to our building fund. And so I'm really proud of you, and I'm thankful for your commitment, but can you talk to us a little bit about what it means to you to probably do without in some ways, and how did you make that commitment? When did you make that commitment? And so
tithing is really important to me. That's something that my parents instituted when I was a kid, and even though that I don't have a ton of money, I want to be able to bless Northstar so that you guys can grow and bless the community of Blacksburg. The building campaign especially, because I want you guys to have your own building as much as you do. The building plans are awesome, and I know that even though I only have a little bit of money to give, if I can help in any way, then I would. And because I am graduating, I'm really not going to see this through until I visit. But it's awesome to know that I can help something bigger. And hopefully this new building will be able to bless the community and be a good resource for people who need a building and for people who need a church, and to really get Northstar's name out there.
I think it's amazing that you have made a commitment to give to something that you won't get to enjoy, unless you come back and visit, which we hope that you will. But as a student, you've made a decision to invest into a ministry that's going to keep ministering after you're gone. So if you could speak to college students, current college students, future college students, about giving as a college student, what are some things that you might tell them?
You're never lacking when you give. Giving your money, I don't even recognize the money that I give. I dwell on it and I thank the Lord for the money that He's given me, but I never feel like I'm doing without that, the couple dollars that I've given. So I guess my advice would just be, do it cheerfully, do it willingly, but don't think that the Lord is gonna hurt you in any way because you're giving something. You really gain a lot more with the money that we give. And I have never personally experienced any negative outcomes through tithing, and especially through giving with Northstar.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. So from a practical perspective, and if this is too personal question, y'all can edit this out, but from a practical perspective, do you give through the offering plate? Do you give online? Is it something that's automatically drafted? How did you choose to go about that?
So I give online just because it is convenient. It takes it out of my account. And also I started giving over the summer when I wasn't here because I still wanted to bless Northstar with the money that I was making from my internship, and I really couldn't write checks and send them so easily. So I started doing that, but it really became a heart thing for me after the series that you gave of actually pray about it before I give. So I think it's good for me to not have it take out of my account because I can actually think about the money that I'm giving when I give. So
That's incredible. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for your discipline and giving.
Yes.
Thank you for your involvement at Northstar. I'm excited to see what God's going to do with you and Will and your relationship as y'all move towards marriage. So, got a great year in front of you. Thanks for
Yes.
joining us today.
Of course.